KAICIID was born as an outcome of the historic meeting between late King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz of Saudi Arabia and Pope Benedict XVI in 2007. This initiative, born in the spirit of humility, outreach and risk-taking, has expanded to include all faiths and cultures to form the network of programs, initiatives and partnerships that is KAICIID. KAICIID is a unique intergovernmental organization that was founded to promote peace and understanding through interreligious dialogue and intercultural communication. Over the course of a decade, we have fostered dialogue between people and communities who would not normally come into contact, but whose cooperation is essential to build sustainable long-term solutions to global challenges.
10 years ago, KAICIID was founded with the vision of facilitating dialogue between people, between cultures, between governments, between society. And now, in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, the importance of dialogue is even more acute because the world is confronted with a complex situation.
Our mission is made real through our programs in some of the most troubled regions of the world. Initiatives range from our support for peace-building platforms, such as the Interreligious Platform for Dialogue and Cooperation in the Arab region, the Interfaith Dialogue Forum for Peace of Nigeria, the Network for Dialogue, and the Muslim Jewish Leadership Council in Europe. Our grassroots initiatives are spread across our areas of operation, with projects aimed at teaching responsible journalism, preventing the use of hate speech in social media, empowering women in conflict areas, and including newly arrived migrants in European host societies.
KAICIID has been steadily growing as an organization, increasing its number of partnerships, partnering with a key variety of stakeholders, from international organizations to government to civil society. The center is capable of engaging both at the grassroots and government level, having both a top-down and a down-up approach, which increases the effectiveness of its interventions.
We act as the convener, sometimes in limited local encounters and initiatives, sometimes through our involvement in high-level conferences such as the European Policy Dialogue Forum on Refugees and Migrants, that we organize every year to gather policymakers, religious leaders and scholars who deal with the social inclusion of refugees and migrants in Europe. We work through partnerships with United Nations agencies, such as the United Nations Alliance of Civilizations, UPEACE, UNEP, and the UN's Multi-Faith Advisory Council. We collaborate with other similarly mandated networks, such as Religions for Peace, the Partnership for Religion and Development, and the Network for Religious and Traditional Peacemakers. We strive to build relationships between religious leaders and organizations and policymakers in pursuit of joint solutions to global issues, ranging from climate change to religious freedom to education globally. We have trained more than 450 KAICIID fellows from 12 religions who work in more than 85 countries to champion dialogue in their communities. We also serve as a knowledge platform for online courses on dialogue, offering educational resources and networking tools.
Dialogue is a universally effective antidote against extremism, prejudice, indifference, and exclusion. Skills are needed, and this is where the work of KAICIID can add value through its capacity-building programs and trainings. Dialogue is at the heart of the KAICIID's work.
We are led by a board of directors made up of 9 members from 5 major world religions. Our Council of Parties is composed of the Republic of Austria, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Spain, and the Holy See as a founding observer. The Council of Parties reviews and approves the Centre's annual work programme and budget, enabling us to function and operate with full transparency and accountability, while we carry out our enduring mandate to promote interreligious and intercultural dialogue worldwide. We align our programs with the purposes, principles and core values of the UN, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and global and regional development agendas, including Agenda 2030 and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, as well as the African Union's Agenda 2063.
KAICIID is the only intergovernmental organization mandated in dialogue with the governing body, which includes policymakers and representatives from the major world religions. This gives us the trust and authority needed to equip the international community with the tools to break down divisions and drive forward on global development agendas.
Since August 2022, we have started a new phase in Lisbon, Portugal, with a wealth of knowledge, learned experience and solid relationships with partners that we have acquired through the last decade, and are grateful for the warm hospitality from the Republic of Portugal.
Being in Lisbon, the city of tolerance, and its environment will enable us to focus on our mission. KAICIID believes the unifying power of dialogue is needed more than ever. Our unique mandate in interreligious dialogue and the expertise of our multi-religious board of directors give us the global authority to bring the best and the brightest religious actors and institutions together in order to foster peace across the globe. We must continue to foster a strong partnership between policymakers who have the legislative power to shape inclusive policies and religious leaders to reach people in the most challenging circumstances at the time when we desperately need to uphold human rights. I see us the convener putting religious leader and policymaker at the same table to solve violent extremism, climate crisis, pandemics, or whatever challenges stand in our path.
Today, we celebrate our 10th anniversary with our sights set on the future, committing ourselves to another decade of global action and cooperation to continue strengthening the promotion of peace and social cohesion in our societies. Secretary-General Dr. Zuhair Al-Houthi and Deputy Secretary-General Ambassador Antonio de Almeida Ribeiro lead the International Dialogue Centre from the 1st of October 2022. From our new headquarters, we will continue to reach out to the local communities, intergovernmental organisations and civil society organisations to build and strengthen partnerships in our new host country. With our new leadership, we'll continue to pursue our mission of fostering interreligious and intercultural dialogue around the world in the years to come.